This is Quinn's 1992 Mazda RX-7. Quinn bought this car 2 years ago.
I got an FD, here it is.
And he's been working on it in his garage quietly after hours. He's done a great job building up the engine and making it a single turbo. This thing sounds amazing. And it's gonna be an awesome track machine, and that's where we come in. We've got a pile of parts inside, and we're gonna transform this thing into a reliable track car.
In order to get Quinn's car in here, we told him that he needs to trailer in because we have an employee car review. And now we sent him to go get lunch, and he has no idea we have the car and his keys here. So we're gonna pull the car in, put a bunch of parts around it, and surprise him.
Let's get inside and get started.
The FD is here and all of the parts are laid out. It looks absolutely amazing.
We love FDs in our shop, so I know Ricky and I are super excited. Evan, I can tell you're very excited as well. Quinn is about the most deserving guy in this building because he's constantly doing great things around here.
I know, man. We love FDs and we love Quinn, and who better to do this to? So.
And this right here is, I think, my favorite part of my job, and definitely my favorite part of today.
For sure.
Whenever we get an opportunity to do this, we love giving back to our employees. And I think we just heard the door chime, which means that Quinn is walking through the door. So here we go.
I got some lunch, boys.
Hey!
Nino!
Oh, we got something for you, homie! You should come out here, dog.
What you got? I got food.
Ah, we got something.
What is that?
Dude, that's
What is that? What is that? Hey! Holy crap. What are you guys doing?
That's your car, dude. All for you.
Oh, okay.
Ready to go drifting or what?
I thought we were doing employee car reviews.
Nah, we tricked you.
You're the only one that showed up.
Well, now you'll be able to do an employee car review.
No, we tricked you. You're the only one that showed up.
Now you'll be able to do an employee car review.
Not only is it gonna drive well, but it's gonna look good as well.
Dude, I'm so happy for you.
Let's go.
There's only one catch.
So sick.
There's only one catch.
What you got?
You have to work on it with Ricky and I.
All right, let's do it.
We got this, though.
So we stole some of your parts too.
I noticed that, yeah. Because you thought you were coming here for an employee car review and you were negligent on pulling the parts out of the back, we pulled them out for you and laid them out.
Dude, I'm like shaking right now.
So some of this stuff Quinn already had. So this Greddy steering wheel, for instance, I think was a gift to you, which is pretty cool. And we also have your limit brake suspension that you got from Part Shop Max, which was something that he was going to do on his own time, which we're going to get to do it now as a team, which is going to be fun. We got you a front bumper because we know that you didn't have one of those.
Nobody has any good front bumpers.
Yeah, so this is a Feels front bumper from our boy Makito, who helped us with the S2000 hardtop. This actually matches your kit.
It does.
So,
It's a feed style. I love it.
so we're gonna upgrade fueling system on this car with some Deechworks parts. We've got a fuel rail, a bunch of other bits. We also reached out to Chase Bays because you can't go drifting without, well, you can go drifting without one of these, but it's a lot better with one of these, right?
It needs one of those.
Hydraulic e-brake. I saw you already started working on the brake system a little bit in there.
Yep.
Deleted the ABS system, so.
There's a catch can there. Dude, the catch can that's on my car, you guys, Ricky's seen it, Ricky's seen it. It's the worst ever. It's the worst catch can ever.
So really nice baffled catch can here, easy to drain. Got a dipstick in it, pretty cool. And also an overflow for your radiator.
Yeah.
Really gonna clean up the engine bay quite a bit. And this was something else you picked up. This is a really common mod for FDs and 13Bs and rotaries in general, is a filler neck that actually puts the filler somewhere where you can actually
Yep, and this is already set up for dash 10 or
Yep.
so we can run into it.
Yep.
Is this underglow?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, just wait.
Just
So
wait.
we have a
There's
really
more.
big surprise for the car, and we have to run this, and you'll see
Okay.
very soon, bro. You're gonna be excited. I hope you get excited, because I'm super excited for it. You'll see. You'll see.
Mishimoto coming through with some coolers.
Yep, so we got oil cooler, radiator, silicone hoses so that this lasts forever for you. And a limit brake geometry kit is really nice, so you're gonna have a lot of extra steering angle. This is not the clutch. Your clutch did not arrive in time, but we did get you an action clutch.
Sick.
It's actually slated to be here tomorrow. So we'll get started on getting the transmission out. By the time that's out, the clutch will be here. And we're gonna pair that to their flywheel as well. It's a 6-puck sprung setup, and it'll handle all the horsepower you're making under the hood. We also went ahead and reached out to Willwood. They sent off their 2-piece floating rotor setup, 6-piston fronts, full line kit. So this is gonna have good
Yeah,
brakes too.
dude, I'm stoked. Willwood kits are one of my favorite things we put on like every single car, and it's just so good every single time.
And to make sure sure you're putting the power down. We reached out to TSW, got some 18-inch Kimura wheels for you. These are rotary forged, of course, rotary.
Duh.
And we got you some sticky RT660 Azenas from Falcon for the front, and some of their 510s for the rear, because you are going to be drifting this car. You don't want to put all that grip in the back. It's an ultimate setup, I think, for a weekend drift car. And last but not least, we're going to get this thing in one color for you, because right now, this look ain't it.
It's not it. Yeah, 100%.
Do you want to see the color?
No, he's
I
gonna
can
give
see
it away.
It's on top.
He's gonna give
It's
it
on
away.
top.
Well, he probably already saw it. 'cause
I
it's
mean,
taller than
we
us.
might have to wrap it on a Tuesday. That's all I had to say about it. If you guys watch the channel, you probably know what that means. We got a ton of parts to install, so let's get to it.
Let's go, baby!
My RX-7's on the lift. I'm super stoked. My first order of business is to get this PBM kit on the car. We're gonna also start fitting the front bumper. Let's go. I bought this car from Top Rank 2 years ago, and this thing came straight from Japan. This car needed a ton of work, and with the help of Ricky, Mickey, and Dishworks, we got this thing running properly and got it on the dyno, making 350 wheel horsepower. Rotaries are extremely fun to drive hard, so I decided to make this thing a track car. It took me about 3 laps at Apple Valley Speedway the first time out with this car to realize how bad the factory suspension is when it comes to drifting. So today we're gonna change that by ripping out all the factory front suspension. It's out, baby, let's go. Stock tie rods out of there. We are changing out every single suspension component on this car, which gives us a great opportunity to clean and repaint the inner fender liners on this car, and we'll get them looking nice in one uniform color. With the fender wells done, we can install the front struts. Luckily, this car already had coilovers on it, and from there we can start throwing on the angle kit. This Part Shop Max kit is extremely versatile and replaces every single suspension component with a full adjustability, and all the parts are super buff compared to the factory equipment. We only need to reuse the wheel bearing off the old factory suspension. This kit includes new inner and outer tie rods, lower control arms, upper control arms, and a full spindle replacement. Everything is fresh ball joints and fresh Heim joints that have extremely good suspension actuation. Front left is assembled. We're gonna toss on a Willwood rotor and toss on a wheel and kind of see how the specs look, how the offset looks.
Good old Kimura.
Ooh, TSW Kimura.
Why do you need? It's literally looking forward. That could be your headlight. You can literally put a headlight right here.
Ridiculous.
Bro.
Same thing.
That's ridiculous.
Our passenger side is almost completely finished up. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the driver's side. Since this car came from Japan and a lot of JDM cars can have extremely bad rust and corrosion, especially on big bolts like suspension, I was a little bit nervous on what we would find digging into this suspension system. Luckily, with a little bit of WD-40, every single bolt came off this car with absolutely no problems and had very minimal rust on the hardwares and bushings, which was an absolute blessing. I'm very excited to get this car back on track with this new kit installed, as FDs are nearly undrivable when it comes to drifting with a factory suspension. Having drifted stock angle E36s for years, I thought angle kits were really only necessary for extreme drift builds, but this FD absolutely needs it just to be a drivable drift car. I'm extremely excited for it, and we're gonna get this thing on a drift track at the end of this episode. Up front, we're going to be throwing 6-piston Willwood fixed calipers with a 2-piece floating rotor. Really beautiful setup. Love the black. Very stylish. Damn, boy. That's sick. This Willwood big brake kit up front is going to be a huge improvement over the 30-year-old brake calipers and single-piece rotors. I even have a Willwood proportioning valve for the rear bias adjustment.
I'm gonna get started on the front bumper. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna mock it up in there and then see how it fits and what modifications we need to do. So I have my own FD and I've installed multiple body kits, and I know it takes a little bit of wiggling around to get this body kit in there to fit perfectly. This thing takes about 4 bolts in each side. We're gonna get it fine-tuned and get it put on perfectly.
FDs are known for running hot, and this car in particular has twin oil coolers direct from the factory. In order to keep the temps down for him while he's at the track, we ordered this massive Mishimoto oil cooler. It's got 2 -10s on one side, and we're gonna fit this in behind the feed style bumper. Now this oil cooler is much bigger than the factory one, so it's gonna take a bit of trimming all around in order to get it to fit with our aftermarket feels from bumper. Now I just need to mock it up so we can make some custom brackets.
All right, so Mickey ended up mocking everything in place with the bumper on and the turning signal housing on. It clears everything, so this is the perfect spot for it. The lamps will be running that way. So right now I'm gonna go start fabbing some brackets, and then I'll show you this finished product.
Got our oil cooler lines made. This is -10 braided stainless D-Works line and D-Works fitting, very nice. So I'm gonna throw these on the engine while Ricky finishes up our brackets, and then we'll have our oil cooler completely finished.
Okay, so I got all the brackets made here for the Mishimoto oil cool that we're gonna be putting on the RX-7. One of them needs to be welded because I only tacked it in place. So we are gonna be using a Lincoln Electric Power MIG 210 MP to get our MIG in. And it's gonna be a quick weld, but the best thing about this welder that is pretty much once you set it, you forget it and you start welding. It's just like that, everything is set. Once you make your initial setting, select the gauge of the metal you're using, press select. I like to move my stuff around inboard, and then it's ready to go. So right now I can literally turn this off, start working, come back, and if I need to use the same weld, weld settings, it's already saved, so I don't have to do anything anymore. Now I'll have my jacket on, let's put my helmet on, quick gloves. And voila, we're done. Weld it. Let me make this bracket look nice. I'm gonna take them outside, I'm gonna paint them up, put them in the car so we can finish our oil cooler mounts for the RX-7. That's it, baby. I'm gonna tighten out those lines and we're gonna move on to the next thing.
It is time to mount our wheel and tire package. So we have 4 TSW Kimuras. They're a gunmetal gray. These are an 18 by 9.5 with a +25 offset. And we're gonna be running 2 different tires. So we have a Falcon RT660. This is a 235/40 18 up front, and we have a Falcon FK510. This is a 245/40 18 in the back. I have found for me that a really grippy front tire and a really not super grippy rear tire, which this is not an R compound race tire like a 660 is, really helps me when it comes to driving and drifting. I know a lot of guys want a ton of rear grip. I'm not at that level yet, so having something that's not super grippy out back makes it a lot easier to drive for me. So very excited about the setup. Let's get the wheels on and get these mounted. Got our wheels with our tires on. Now we're gonna try and throw it on the car and see if we have clearance. Keep in mind the spindle height's gonna be higher when it's on the ground. So like if we're hitting like way down here, it's really not that big of a deal.
Come on,
We're
let's
gonna
see it,
find
baby.
out, dude. We're gonna find out.
Oh, that's proper,
Oh,
though.
that's pretty good actually.
Throw a lug on there?
It's actually really good.
Wow, that went in a lot.
Woo! That's actually really good. That's actually really good. Like really good. As far as rough test fit goes, looks great, dude. We nailed it. I like that. It's gonna look so good when it's done.
Whoa, my man's got some angle. Holy crap, dude, that's gonna be gnarly.
It's gonna be so good.
I'm excited to see this thing on the track.
You want to work on the car, Vic?
Yeah, I got no videos to edit.
Oh, get in there.
Hey, all right, let's go, Brick. Our new action clutch is on the way, which means we need to get the old clutch out, so we're gonna start pulling the transmission. Let's do it. All right, next. Are we looking there? Ooh, that's super rusty. That's probably one of the most rusty clutches I've seen. That's hectic. Wow, let's take it off. Single disc, HPI, interesting. Oh yeah, there's some spots on there for sure. Look at the copper, that's interesting. Be cool to see what this clutch is rated for. Not bad, but the one we're getting is gonna be much better.
I got a box.
Got it. You nailed it.
Quinn, come here.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Bam, bam. Let's go.
Shout out to Action Clutch. Love Action Clutch.
Oh! Yeah, there it is.
We got all the clutches.
You get a clutch. You get a clutch. You get a clutch.
Yeah, I already got one. I already got two. All my cars have those.
Anthony was probably breaking his back here.
I know, dude. He's like, hold it, hold it. I'm like, great.
So this is a single
is
puck
empty.
sprung. That should be a centered iron sprung.
Yep.
Yeah, look at that, baby.
Beautiful.
That clutch is honestly more than this car needs power-wise. I think we're gonna have to fix that with some more power.
Don't we do that every time?
No, we're gonna have to fix it with some more power.
More power, baby.
More power, baby.
I'm on power, baby. I'm on power, baby.
Hey!
Oh, the gold?
Ain't that sick?
Woo!
That's how
My
you know
old
it's
clutch
an
looked like
FD.
that, except this was all rust.
This is so cool. That's
that.
a big boy.
That looks sick, dude.
Need, dog.
That's proper right there.
Beautiful.
Awesome. This clutch is a much needed improvement, not only for this car's performance, but also my personal peace of mind. As we were getting this car set up and running, having a clutch that could not take the power and abuse was always in the back of my mind. This 6-puck Ironman clutch will handle all the power and abuse I can throw at it, and will also allow me to increase the power of this car without worrying about clutch slipping or failing. This clutch is also sprung, which will make the car much easier and much nicer to drive. We got our action clutch on. Did you see that thing? Did you look at it?
Yeah.
Dude.
Iron Man in the house.
Looks freaking beautiful. We've got a new throttle bearing inside of the transmission up here, and we've got her all nice and greased up, and now we're ready to put a transmission back in. Nice. All right, drive shaft. Our action clutch is inside the transmission. We have the drive shaft and the bracing all back on. We're gonna bring the car down. Ricky's gonna hop in. We're gonna test the clutch, make sure it's working correctly. If we need to make any adjustments, we need to do it now before we start putting all the exhaust on. So let's go. So if you look in here, you can see this is the pressure plate, that's the flywheel, and if you look at the little center piece in there, that's the actual clutch disc. So right now we're in first gear. Ricky, put it in first. So you see him pushing the clutch in and out?
Yep.
So that's the clutch disc moving independent of the actual pressure plate, the flywheel. Clutch out? Yeah, we're good, baby. Dialed in. Now it's time to get our stock old radiator out. We got a couple of charge pipes to remove. We got to take the battery out, and then we can get our X-line radiator in here. Let's go. Is that it? That's it. That's it right there, brother. Oh, that thing's heavy, dude.
There she
Yeah,
is.
wild.
13B.
Crazy, dude. It's so small. What we're gonna be replacing now is this. This is the oil filler neck. This is an upgraded one. The stock one is kind of bulky and plastic and terrible, and it's got like all these vacuum fittings and stuff on it. This one is gonna allow us to run an ORB fitting, which will allow us to go to AN. So we can run that beautiful new chase-based catch can that uses AN. So let's get it swapped out. So much better, huh? Oh, that looks so much better. Yes. 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 Now what we're gonna do is actually remove the factory oil coolers. We're actually gonna adapt the engine to AN. So we're gonna have an AN fitting coming out right here of the front cover, and we're gonna have an AN fitting going back into the oil filter housing there. Make everything really nice, really clean, really copacetic. So we're gonna pull the old stuff off before we put the intake manifold on, because the intake manifold kind of goes over here, and we're gonna be working on lines here. So let's get the old coolers off. Rotaries generate an absolute ton of heat, and the factory coolers are just not sufficient for drifting. With drifting, you have a lot of high RPM, high power output, and relatively low vehicle speed, so having coolers with a ton of surface area for heat exchange is crucial to keeping this thing cool. At my first track day with this FD, the car would be running hot after the end of the very first lap, so every lap I would take a cool down lap just to keep the temps in check. We're gonna toss a little 90 on there, brother. Everything's set up. We're ready to put the intake manifold back on. Before we do, I want to give a quick thank you to Dishworks. Without them, this car would not have been actually back together and running the way it is. So they were a huge help for getting me back on the road with this car and getting this thing set up properly. Unfortunately, they don't have a big part in the video, but they do have a huge part on this car. So thank you guys. So let's get this upper manifold back on, and then we'll get our oil cooler lines ready to go. Got our new Mishimoto X-Line radiator set up and ready to go in the FD RX-7. This thing is gonna do a lot better job cooling than that huge, heavy, bronze looking thing with a bunch of rust in it, and this is just way better, so let's get it in the car. You guys see us use a lot of Mishimoto cooling systems in this garage, and there's a reason for that. They work extremely well and are always a direct OEM replacement. I have no idea what kind of radiator was in this thing before. It definitely was not OEM, and it definitely wasn't aluminum. Aluminum is extremely good at dissipating heat, and this Mishimoto radiator is fully aluminum, including the end tanks, which won't crack and leak like a factory plastic and aluminum mix radiator will. We're also installing a set of direct fitment silicone radiator hoses to get rid of another failure point in this cooling system, which is old rubber lines. We've got the intake system back on. We've got the rest of the cooling system back on. Now we're gonna move on to mounting two Chase Bay's fluid reservoirs. One is a coolant overflow tank. This is the factory one right here, and it is huge and terrible and super crusty. This Chase Bay's one is way cleaner, much more compact, and of course we have our catch can, which is significantly better than the stock one. So I've got our Chase Bay's catch can mounted up in a solid spot. That thing is not going anywhere. And I've got two Dishworks -10 lines. That's the last vent line for the catch can. Catch can's done. Let's move on to the coolant reservoir. With the coolant reservoir installed, it's now time to get this thing dialed in and running. We're making a ton of progress on this car, and it's due for some basic maintenance. We're gonna change the engine oil for the second time in the 2 years that I've owned it, pop on a new Canon oil filter, and grab some Motul. We need to prime the new oil coolers and the new oil lines so we have a good oil pressure on startup and we don't spin a bearing or cause really any internal damage to this engine. Rotaries absolutely love thick engine oil, and this 15-weight-50 Motul 300V will be perfect to keep the single turbo 13B safe and well lubricated while on track. While we have the RX-7 on the rack, we're gonna be changing out the spark plugs. We got a brand new set here. Those are gonna keep the engine in good running shape, especially when we're out on track, which is key to keeping a rotary running right. Isn't that right, Ricky?
That's right, baby.
Numero dos. Today we have Chelsea from SD Design, and she's gonna start wrapping the FD, and I'm here to help her. So where are we gonna start?
We're gonna start on the doors, I think, and then the fenders, go from there.
Look at that. Oh, that's gonna look so good on the car.
It's gonna look so good.
I cannot wait. Next up, I'm gonna be mounting our Chase Bay's inline hydraulic handbrake. This is a very beautiful piece, and I think we're gonna display it very nicely on the center console. I've got a piece of plate steel here, so we've got the imprint of the bottom of that. So we're gonna cut that out, and that's where this is gonna bolt to. So we'll clean and thread and tap this. So we'll have bolts right onto that, and then this is the shifter surround. So the shifter's here, and I kind of want the hydro to be like here-ish. I really want it to be like on the inside inboard here, but the interior of the RX-7 is so small. If I were to put it here, it would literally be like in my leg, which is not really enjoyable to drive. So the other option was to put it on the other side, but up here is like too far away. Dash kind of slopes away. So I think our bet's gonna be something like that. I've got my handbrake setup kind of figured out, so now we're gonna go ahead and tack all of this together. So I've got my first piece laid up here. So this is a little spacer piece. Handbrake mount is welded. It looks really nice. So now we're gonna bolt it back down and see how stable it is. We have the handbrake set up here, and it's a little bit closer to the shifter than I like. However, this is a stock shifter and the throw is super long, and I have a short knob on it. So with a short shifter and a taller knob, it won't be an issue at all. So our handbrake mount is fortified and painted and installed for the final time. So the handbrake is finished. We just need to run lines and bleed it, and we'll be done. Positioning feels good. Shifter feels good. I'm happy with it. Looks great. So we have the handbrake finished on the RX-7. The lines are ran, which means we're ready to bleed the brakes because the hydraulic systems are all done. So I got Ricky in the car.
Hello!
We're gonna bleed these massive front Willwood brakes. Pump it, baby. Pump. Pump. Yeah.
Quinn and I just finished bleeding the brakes and the handbrake as well. It's looking proper. I'm doing Underglow kit today, right after this. So we have the car down, and one of the things that I didn't do was test the Underglow kit at all. So Evan brought up a good point. Have you tested it? I was like, no. And I already spent a whole day putting them under the car, me and Quinny boy. And none of us thought about testing it. So right now,
Underglow, baby, it's gonna be sick.
before I keep going with the wiring, we're gonna test it real quick so to see how it looks. 3, 2, 1.
Hey!
Come on, baby!
It works.
Yeah.
It works. What is
All the way
this?
around?
Wait, white?
Ricky,
Oh, is that just?
Ricky, I had no doubt.
It works.
Sick, dude. This thing's gonna be so rad. We gotta go hit a night event now. Do some night drifting with this. I downloaded the app. There's my app. Oh, look at this. Ready? Here's the button.
3, 2, 1, boom.
Hey,
Now that it's on,
red going.
now that it's on, I gotta connect it. So I can do auto, which is
Oh,
like
look at that, RGB.
Let's go over there because you can see it better once you're like over here.
Yo, we're not gonna give him the same treatment?
Yeah, baby.
There
Yeah.
I actually like that one.
That's good. That's just auto. It's just kind of doing whatever. It
No, I mean the
wants.
color. It
So-
offsets great with the red.
Then I can do solid colors. Green,
better.
yellow.
Go to the movie spec.
What's the movie spec?
Movie spec's red.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
Was it red on red?
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, then you gotta leave it red.
And then it's got like a whole
so
bunch
good.
of different presets.
Today is Christmas.
It is! Merry Christmas, everybody. Quinn, it's a beautiful RX-7 finish.
I love it.
Well, not yet, but
We gotta
it
find
will
the,
be.
we gotta find the Christmas lights.
And then we're gonna go drift it, Quinn.
Yeah, let's do it.
I know you. Oh,
There's the.
holy
Wow.
That's pretty drift spec.
There's this.
Everybody will be looking at Quinn if he's
Quinn,
drifting
I
at
know
that
you
time.
had the Christmas theme. Up.
Where was it?
I saw it earlier.
There's a
There you
candy
go.
canes.
There's candy
Hey,
cane.
candy
Candy
canes.
There's a
canes.
red and green one,
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
I thought it.
I don't green and white.
What? What?
But the fact that you do one kit and it's like so vast in what you can do with it, like all the old school stuff was like one color neon. I kind of dig.
I like the green too.
Yeah.
That's pretty Christmas themed.
But
right
once
there.
the livery's on, I think the green one would do.
It's like the Grinch.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so rad.
Just a few hours. This beautiful RX-7 is gonna look just like this. You see that yet? You see this yet?
It's gonna be insane.
Just picture it. Oh, it's gonna be so sick. So we are now at the point that we're doing the final assembly in the car. It's gonna turn out insane. Let's get to it because this is gonna go by fast. We're making good progress. We have the real quarter panels to put on. I'm gonna do that right now, so it's gonna take me 1 second. Watch.
Got the red vinyl on, it's time to put the hood back on the car.
The FD is officially one color. I'm so stoked. It has never been one color the entire time I've owned it. It looks so freaking good. Proper car now, huh? It looks good, dude.
Proper.
It's been sitting in my house for so long just looking like an absolute turd. And now it looks so freaking sick.
One color
So
makes such
cool.
a difference.
It does, dude. Like, it was so hammered before, it like, honestly, you couldn't even really see the body lines of the car because it was just sand and Bondo and it was terrible. But now it actually looks like a proper FD.
And then the graphics, yeah, the livery, which is the best part of this whole build, right? The finishing touch. So that's it. See you guys in the next episode.
What?
I'm kidding. We're gonna keep going with the build right now.
All right, well, I spent 5 minutes and laid out the Toretto graphic from the Fast and Furious movie. One of the things that Quinn was adamant about was having this car look like the movie car, and he wants to go slide it at the track. So I think it's pretty neat to actually see our version of what the movie car would have been if it was built today, lightly at the track, actually sliding, which is gonna be pretty cool. So we reached out to our friends up the street, Modern Image Signworks, who are the guys that actually created the original graphics for the Fast and Furious movie. You guys have seen it on our Eclipse, you've seen it on our Supra, but they still have the files and they will recreate those files for you if you're doing a movie recreation as well. So they do sell them and they actually do apply them too if you're not comfortable doing it yourself. Passenger side of this car basically finished. Normally I would go to the driver's side and get the main graphic knocked out on both sides and go back and do all this detail work. But since Quinn is right there and we don't want him to see the car, I'm only working on this side and he still hasn't seen it yet. And now I have basically the last pieces, which are the chrome. Oh yeah.
What a big difference the colors make.
Wow.
Damn, Quinn! No!
Quinn stunting on that. Got one side fully done. Now we can actually show Quinn so I can do the other side because right now I'm working in an environment where he can't see what I'm doing.
Come over here and see what the car looks like.
Yeah.
I have not gone further than this table today. So this is all I see.
Okay.
That is all I see.
All right, Quinn, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Or we're gonna have to blindfold you. He's nervous. He's fumbling parts over here.
I am. Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Oh, he's nervous. Let's go look at the cherry on top.
All right, am I gonna do one of these?
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here?
just do one of those. Do one of those. You're good.
Oh, sheesh, do the lights on.
Go ahead and turn around.
Yeah? All right. Oh! Oh, it's so sick! Dude, the red is so much deeper with the livery on it. That is freaking awesome.
Different car, dude.
Crazy.
Yes, dude. Oh, this is so good.
I love it, bro.
Oh, it looks so good. Oh, dude, all of it. That is awesome,
It didn't
dude.
have pop-ups, so the
No, but it looks so much
graphics go
better.
around the lights.
Hell yeah.
Dude.
Change out the Toretto logos for some throttle logos.
Yeah,
so
I
on
love
the
that.
roof and then on the front.
So the movie car had a DT up there.
Yeah, down
I
there.
didn't know he had it on the roof, too.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
According to the
That
photos.
is so freaking sick. Sean, are you ready? Dude.
Look how well it blends into the white body kit. This shit looks so sick. Looks really cool.
Underglow, got the wing on.
Sponsors on the bottom, baby.
pretty sick.
Yeah, that's good, dude.
Super cool.
I love it. How rad, dude.
All right, the wrap is knocked out, and now we're gonna toss in Quinn's Greddy steering wheel. We're gonna pull out this old Nardi unit that's definitely seen some better days. He'll toss that on the shelf for another car. Toss some new floor mats in, and then yeah, load her up on the trailer, and we're off to the track.
These are the floor mats that have been in my car since I bought it. They're JDM floor mats, full of JDM dirt, and they're disgusting, so we're gonna get rid of them. Luckily, when we were in Connecticut, my boy Jimmy Oaks gave me a set of JDM floor mats, and they looked awesome. Yeah, baby! We're gonna go ahead and throw these in. Thank you, Jimmy. Dude, new floor mats and a new steering wheel completely changes the interior of the car. It looks sick.
This has been such a fun project for us to give back to Quinn after all the things that he does around here to help us get these cars done in a timely fashion. Now, the car was his. We just helped put a spin on it that we've all been wanting to do for a long time, and that is the Vin Diesel or Toretto RX-7. And we now have one in the shop, which is pretty cool.
It looks so good, dude. The car turned out so amazing. I'm so stoked on everything. I can't wait to drive it. I can't wait to see it in the garage. I can't wait to see it along with the other cars we have here. I'm just thankful. I wouldn't have this car without these two chachas. 100%. And Yaska and Brian from Top Rank helped me get into one, and these guys gave me the confidence to be able to actually own one. This is a dream car that I honestly never thought I would own, let alone own one this soon. And it'd be
I think that goes for all three of us.
Yeah,
'Cause,
pretty much.
We all three of us talked about the FT is like a dream car, and all three of us, have
Yeah.
owned one
It
or
is.
two.
It is my favorite JDM car. By
No,
far.
I sold it. I only have one now. I sold one.
Okay, so we're back to one
I've
each.
had two.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been a part of this, from Top Rank to you guys, to Evan,
It
to
was our pleasure to do your
Ishimoto,
car, man. This is so
Ishimoto,
dope.
Noza Tech, all the sponsors helped me with this build. It's amazing, dude. I love it. It's gonna be so fun.
I did my best to chat you. I actually got COVID in the middle of this project, so here, Quinn, build your own car.
I know, we're like, tomorrow we start building the car and Mickey's gone for a week.
So luckily, I was able to still get my hands on it.
The livery turned out amazing, dude.
Super
It looks
good.
so good.
You did a good job, Mick.
Well, there's only one thing left to do, Quinn, and that is close up the shop for the night. But put this thing on the trailer first and get ready
Yep.
for its track day tomorrow.
We're gonna go drive, baby. Let's go. We're here at Apple Valley Speedway. We got the RX-7. It's up to temp. We're gonna go hit the skid pad and then hit the main track. Let's go. got done with my first session out on track. The car feels absolutely amazing. Night and day difference from the last time I had this thing out here. If I'd done 2 laps like that before hot, this car would have been overheating. So it's staying cool. The handbrake works amazing. The angle kit feels good. I'm just getting used to the setup, getting used to the car.
So far, so good.
The car is handling so well.
I will say that was the first lap where he's actually tossed the car sideways out there, and it looks even better on track than it does sitting in our shop, which is pretty amazing. Man, to see this thing sliding around, this is like boyhood dreams on track right here.
The car feels really good. We do have some angle kit adjustments to make because I found out that at full lock it saws through the edge of the tire. So
the inside of the tire.
Unfortunately, we destroyed the right front tire of this car, which I'm gonna call it while we're ahead. We do have spare tires we can probably run this car, but the car feels great. It's still in one piece. It's still running really well, so we're gonna quit while we're ahead and come back for another strong day.
Yeah, I'm happy for you. The car works awesome, and aside from that one little thing, your driving got a lot better every time you went out. So next time's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, it looks so good. Thank you guys for this.
It looks amazing.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace. Next up, we're gonna be knocking out our Mishimoto X-Line full aluminum radiator. The one that's in here, I don't know how old it is. It's pretty crusty, so we're gonna get this old radiator out. We're gonna start by draining it. Let's go.
Which one's the radiator?